DZRH, Elizalde.
Forget the past, it's time to mend.
A corporate thing.
So, ang sinasabi ko na lang,
Isang mapayapang hapon Pilipinas, narito ang inyong balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja, na bumabati sa lahat ng nakikinig sa DZRH at nanonood sa RH TV, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga kasamahang alagad ng sining at kultura sa buong bansa. Una sa lahat, nais naming i-congratulate ang aming Ballet Manila principals na sina Rudy De Dios at Catherine Barkman na magiging kinatawan hindi lang ng Ballet Manila kundi ng Pilipinas sa 17th International Ballet Festival na gaganapin sa Jurmala, Latvia sa darating na August 6. At sa kanilang pagbabalik, diretso naman sila para magtanghal sa Asian Grand Prix Winners Gala na gaganapin naman sa August 13 sa Hong Kong. Meanwhile, bukas naman ay lalaban sa Shanghai Contemporary Dance Festival ang aming Ballet Manila principal at resident choreographer na si Gerardo Francisco kasama ang company artist na si Anselmo Dictado. Hanggang August 2 naman ang festival na ito. So, good luck sa inyong lahat. We know that you will make both our company and our country proud in these prestigious international dance events. Samantala, usapang teatro naman tayo sa hapong ito, kasama ang isang veteranong theater artist na nagkamit ng Gawad Buhay Award this year para sa kanyang nakaaantig na pagganap sa dulang The Normal Heart. Kaya huwag kayong aalis, kalahating oras ng masayang kwentuhan ang naghihintay sa aming pagbabalik kasama ang premyadong aktres na si Miss Roselyn Perez.
Nagsimula sa teatro si Roselyn Perez noong 1989 bilang resident actor ng Repertory Philippines, kung saan gumanap siya sa mga pagtatanghal ng Pipin, Hiatus, God's Favorite, Nude with Violin, Kismet, Lend Me a Tenor, Uproar in the House, M. Butterfly, The King and I, Scrooge, Court in the Act, On Golden Pond, at Grease. Noong 1992, napili siyang gumanap bilang asani sa Singaporean musical na Nagraland na ipinalabas din sa Japan at Hong Kong. Dekada 90 rin nang itatag ni Roselyn at mga kasamahang theater artists na sina Bart Gingona, Jaime Del Mundo at Menchu Lauchenko Yulo ang Art2art Incorporated, kung saan nakabilang siya sa mga productions tulad ng Hamlet at Romeo and Juliet. Gumanap din siya sa Godspell, The Lion, The Witch and the Wardrobe, Top Girls, Cabaret Aspects of Love, at iba pang pagtatanghal ng iba't ibang local theater companies. Taong 2005 nang umani siya ng papuri sa mga kritiko para sa Tony Award-winning play na Frozen. Noong taong ding yon, lumabas siya sa isang Cinemalaya short film, Ang Mansyon, na nagwagi bilang Best Short Film sa festival. Si Roselyn ay tumanggap ng study grant para sa Acting Shakespeare Workshop ng London Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts noong 2002 at lumahok din sa Professional Actors Workshop sa London noong 2006. Sa taong ito, tumanggap siya ng double nomination para sa Best Female Featured Performance in a Play noong nakaraang PhilStage Gawad Buhay Awards para sa kanyang pagganap sa 33 Variations at sa The Normal Heart kung saan siya nagwagi. Isang mainit na pagbati ang hatid ng Art2art para sa ating bisita sa hapong ito, ang premyadong theater actress na si Miss Roselyn Perez.
Magandang hapon, Roselyn, and welcome to Art2art.
oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very happy and a little nervous to be here.
Don't be nervous. Just relax.
Yeah,
Go with the flow.
I'm not used to being interviewed, so, you know.
Pero syempre, una sa lahat, congratulations for
Thank you.
Being awarded the 2016 Gawad Buhay Award for Best Featured Female Performance in a play para sa The Normal Heart.
Yep.
Yeah?
Thank
In
you
fact,
so
naalala
much.
ko yung gabing yun, nung nabigyan ka ng award. I think nabigyan ka ng award for dun sa isa pang nomination mo dahil
Yes.
kalaban mo ang sarili mo.
Oo. There was a mistake.
Yes,
There was an error which they kinorek naman nila pagkatapos.
Kasi nominated ka for in the same category
Yes.
for 2 different roles in
Yes.
2 different plays.
Yes.
Yes.
I was, yeah.
Yung isa was 33 variations.
33 variations,
Yeah.
yes.
At napanood kita in both plays.
Oh,
The Normal
my.
Heart and 33 variations. And I must say, wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Thank you, Lisa. Pareho na lang tayong ganyan.
Wow, ang galing. Ang galing talaga. Ang galing. I was mesmerized, especially in The Normal Heart.
Yeah.
But, more of that later on. Unang-una, I guess, the first question is, was theater your first love? And how did you get into theater in the first place?
Wow. Yes, it was my first love. But I only found out after some time of not knowing what to do. In 1989, I left everything and joined Repertory Philippines. And doon talaga nahasa lahat and that started everything. And Bibot Amador always talked about passion. And when she talked about passion, it would resonate inside me, because it's like, yeah, I want this. Gusto ko yan, ganyan ako, that sort of thing. So yes, it became my first love. It was always there, but I really gave it a go in 1989. Yeah.
Parang there's something so different about yung mga estudyante or mga actors and actresses that worked under Bibot Amador in Repertory Philippines. I mean, what is it about Tita Bibot na parang lahat ng kanyang mga estudyante, mga prodigies, mga minentor niya, ay talagang naging teatro ang kanilang buong buhay, buong kaluluwa.
Well, like I said, Bibot would always talk about passion. She would, nilalabas niya yan sa'yo eh. In other words, coupled with this, she always talked about passion. She required us to be so disciplined. I mean, marami naman sigurong may alam na Bibot was, very strict. Terror, yes. I was trying not to be but yes, she was a terror, So, but that made us, we were always on our toes, and it was a commitment to excellence that she would always get out of us, So, I think that may be the reason why a lot of repertory actors stand out. It's that tradition, of the terror plus also the passion, the passion and the discipline and all that.
Well, nabanggit mo kanina na you discovered theater through joining Repertory Philippines.
Yes,
So
yes.
ano yung unang-una mong role sa Repertory Philippines?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I can't really remember. I remember doing, I remember, this may not even be politically correct anymore, but we did God's Favorite by Neil Simon. And I played a black helper.
Okay.
So during those days, they used to put makeup. So that's not politically correct anymore. Yes, but I think that was my first role in repertory.
So was that your?
Oh no, I was chorus for Pippin. I was also
okay.
chorus for Pippin. Yeah, yeah, it was my.
So what would you consider your biggest break as an actress?
Oh boy, I think it would have to be Widows, Orphans, and Wildebeests with Freddie Santos directed it. That was a music museum. That was a
So that wasn't Repertory Philippines?
No, it wasn't. I guess personally for me, I felt that was such a different experience artistically, and it was also a demanding role, a very demanding role. So I personally think that was yun yung breakthrough role ko, which was Widows, yeah.
Okay.
And that was in Music Museum, and you know, it was a big thing. I think we had like 50 performances, you know, and it was I was the lead. You know, I mean, I was playing opposite Odi Hemora, who was my husband. So, you know, parang it was such a big thing for me, and I really have to thank Ferry for trusting me to do that role. Amanda. Yeah, I thought that was a personal breakthrough. Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of roles, could you give us, say, 3 roles? Well, one, of course, is Amanda.
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Well, 2 more roles na parang has defined your theater career and
Ooh,
path.
boy. Oh my God, I love them all Lisa. Like, I'm
It's
sure
true. I mean,
you love them
pag ako
all.
tinatanong anong paborito kong
Diba?
ballet,
Oo.
parang mahirap pumili. Pero
Kasi
ano-
iba-iba yung nabibigay sa'yo. You're enriched by all of them, diba? But I guess there was this role I did for New Voice naman, yung kay Monique Wilson, Frozen, where I played the mother, a mother who lost her child. A pedophile got a child, you know. So it's a series of monologues, and then there's only one scene where there's a dialogue between the mother and the killer. It's a beautiful play because it's quite spiritual. There's an angle there. There's an angle of Buddhism which comes in, you know, and therefore she meets the person who killed her daughter, and she forgives. You know, that was really that was wow. That
must have been exhausting.
That was exhausting. Yes,
And
that
draining.
was exhausting, and we only had 2 weekends of that. And but that was wonderful to play. Wonderful. I mean, you know, that's an odd word to use because it was so. But yeah, that one, and then there are many others, but I have to say, well, Emma Bruckner, Dr. Emma Bruckner of the Normal Heart is certainly up there because she's an amazing character. I mean, having polio and speaking the way she did, fearless, in parang equal of Ned Weeks, the Larry Kramer character in The Normal Heart. Diba? So, and of course, I won for it. So, you know, but it's hard, Lisa. It's hard to choose a role. There's another one I did where I was, Bart directed that, Bart Gingona directed that, and it was a woman who was an artist. She was a world-class violinist, and she had multiple sclerosis. So she was dealing with that sickness. She was seeing a psychiatrist. That was another one. So it's hard to choose. It's hard. You love them all.
Yeah.
You really do. Diba? You love
Yes.
them all. So
Well, okay, you do love them all.
Yeah.
But would you call any of them? Oh, well, no. Is there a role that you haven't done that you would just kill to do?
wow.
Dream role.
Oh my God, you know, I don't really think along those lines anymore because, like, for a while there, I thought that I would be, like, I don't know if you remember my speech during Gawad. I said, I thought I was just going to do readings for the rest of my life. Kasi nga, parang ganun na eh. And then 33 came, and then Normal Heart, and then the nominations. And I was like, oh my God, how did this happen, you know? So I'm not one to see, this is funny, si Topper Fabregas, okay? I'm sure, okay, Topper Fabregas, who is another stage actor, once told me, you know what, I can't see you doing a ditz role, a ditzy role, you know, parang, you know. I said, really? then I would love to do a ditzy role, you know, just to prove you're
Up for a challenge.
Diba? Parang ganon. So sabi ni Topper, so tawa ko ng tawa, sabi ko, I think I can. I think I can. No, you can't. You can't. No, I think I can. So, you know, it became this conversation. So, just maybe that. Maybe that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Diba? Yung parang,
Well, speaking of you and ditzy roles,
Okay.
how do you maintain your versatility?
oh boy, how do I maintain my versatility? It's a craft, Lisa. You just keep growing. The minute that you stop growing, that's it. You know?
Yes.
Diba?
Yeah, it's true. It's
Oo.
true. There are no words.
Correct.
Marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan kasama ang batikang theater actress na si Miss Roselyn Perez. Dito pa rin sa Art2art, magbabalik po kami pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Programang hatid ay sining at kulturang para sa lahat. Magbabalik ang Art2art. Schedule ng mga inaabangang konsyerto. Update sa mga magagandang panoorin sa mga tanghalan at teatro. Narito na ang Art2art Calendar.
Narito ang ating arts calendar. Sa pelikula, ang pelikulang 1, 2, 3 ni Carlo Obispo ang magbubukas sa 12th Cinemalaya Philippine Independent Film Festival sa August 5, alas 7 ng gabi sa Cultural Center of the Philippines. Tungkol ito sa probinsyanong si Luis at ang paghahanap niya sa kapatid na babae na dumayo sa Manila. 19 ang bagong digital independent films ang kalahok sa full-length feature at short feature categories ng nasabing Film Festival. Mapapanood ang mga pelikula ng Cinemalaya hanggang August 14 sa CCP at sa Piling Ayala Cinemas. Sa teatro, inihahandog ng Kids Acts Philippines ang dula ng kwento ni Hans Christian Andersen, The Emperor's New Clothes, para sa 14th musical theater season ng grupo. Gamit ang script at lyrics at sa direksyon ni Luigi Nacario, ito'y patuloy na mapapanood sa August 5, August 6 at 7, alas 10 ng umaga, alas 2 ng hapon at alas 6 ng gabi sa St. Cecilia's Hall ng St. Scholastica's College, Malate, Manila. Para sa ticket, tumawag sa Ticket World 891-9999 or SM Tickets 470-2222. Maaari ring tumawag sa 507-3396 o bumisita sa Facebook page ng Kids Acts Philippines para sa karagdagang detalye. Sa sining biswal, kasalukuyang tumatanggap ang Visual Arts and Museum Division ng Cultural Center of the Philippines ng mga proposals para sa kanilang 2017 Exhibition Venue Grant Program. Ang deadline ng submission ay sa September 30, 2016. Inaanyayahan ng mga artists, curators at non-commercial art organizations at institutions na magbigay ng kanilang exhibition proposals para sa iba-ibang venues ng CCP, kabilang na ang Bulwagang Fernando Amorsolo, Pasilio Victorio Edades, Pasilio Guillermo Tolentino, Pasilio Vicente Manansala at ang Bulwagang Carlos V. Francisco. Para sa kumpletong detalye, tumawag sa 832-1125 Local 1504 or mag-email ccp.exhibits@gmail.com o bumisita sa website culturalcenter.gov.ph.
Usapang sining at kultura para sa lahat. Kasama ang balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja. Art2art.
Kasama pa rin natin ang premyadong theater artist na si Miss Roselyn Perez. Roselyn, na-mention mo kanina na especially during your speech sa Gawad Buhay, sabi mo nga, akala mo, theater readings na lang ang gagawin mo buong buhay. Tapos, nangyari itong Normal Heart, nangyari itong 33 Variations.
Yes.
At meron para talagang theater boom na nangyayari
it's
dito
amazing.
sa
Tama.
well, not just in Manila, parang
Right.
sa buong Pilipinas, no, nagkakaroon ng parang theater boom.
Yeah.
And ang daming mga bagong mga
Yes.
theater companies, mga
I
bagong
agree.
productions,
Yes.
new organizations
Right.
coming up. What can you say about this?
I'm so thrilled, you know. My God, just mga 10 years ago, hindi ganun eh. But you know, Lisa, the minute that Leia broke the ceiling. You know, the minute na yung mga repertory actors, I'm sorry, they weren't all repertory, right? But the minute
Filipino
that those
actors and
actors,
actresses,
yes,
yeah.
Filipino actors and actresses went to Miss Saigon, I kind of knew. I kind of had this feeling na, oh my God, theater is going to, you can't help but notice na, you know, I knew that, you know, people would, the young ones would aspire. The minute kasi you have a model, the minute you have an icon. I mean, you know, Lea Salonga did so much. I really, you know, and all those Filipino actors and actresses who have done so well abroad. Talagang, ewan ko, you know. And plus the fact na, I think it's really in our soul. We are an emotional people, and I think that's also why we're great singers. So I'm not surprised by it. You know, na talagang this is the way we choose to express ourselves. I am not surprised really na lumalaki lang siya ng lumalaki. Kahit nasabihin natin, Lisa, na walang pera sa teatro. Diba? You know what I'm saying? It's
Wala
really,
naman talagang pera sa teatro.
So it's really a spiritual thing, di ba? It's really a passion that comes out from people na we want to express in this way. And that is, you can't stop that. That's just, and that's art, di ba? So I'm not surprised. I think built in yan sa atin, di ba?
But was there a reason, Roselyn, for the hiatus? I mean, you were off stage for a long period of time.
Yeah. No, I was still, nandun pa rin ako, but I was in the background. I was doing stage. Nobody was getting me. Nobody's getting me. I wasn't. I did a few films, you know, but in terms of like, there sa straight play naman kasi hindi naman kasi open auditions yan parate, mga straight plays, di ba? So in that sense, you have to wait, parang ganon ba? And for 5 years, nobody was getting me. You know, I was doing a lot of readings for trumpets and all that. Pero in that sense, that's why I was saying, oh, maybe ganito na lang siguro. And then Jenny Hamora of Red Turnip asked me to be in 33 Variations, and then Bart asked me, and then I don't know.
And then 2 nominations later.
My God, talaga.
And the Gawad Buhay later.
Oh my God. See, you don't know din eh. But I just kept on in the way that I knew how.
Yeah.
Whatever would come along, I would do. And then we would create these stage readings. Ginagawa ko yun. So, you know, I just kept on. Kept on somehow. You know.
And when you say kept on somehow, what does this mean? You continued to be active in the theater scene?
Yes. By doing like stage readings or like even directing them. And I'm sure.
So you went into all the different aspects of theater production?
Yeah. But directing, yes. Although I haven't done my first, like Jenny did her first full length, di ba? I haven't done that yet. But yung parang privately, directing. And then I also do events pala. That's how I earn money. I direct and, you know, I write scripts for events. And then you're constantly studying.
Yeah.
I'm sure, diba? You are constantly reading. You're constantly observing humanity. You're always observing yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you try to remove biases so you can see different sides of people, you know. So that never stops. I think even if I stop theater, that will be with me now. That's already.
That's right.
it's part of you na eh,
Yeah.
di ba?
Uh-huh.
So, yung mga ganon, you
Yeah.
just continue. You keep it
That's true.
alive somehow.
That's true. That's
Di
true.
ba? Parang ganon.
Well, tell us more about the Normal Heart. I
Yeah.
understand it's enjoying a third rerun.
First, yes,
Yeah.
in August.
In August,
In
no?
August.
Uh-huh.
August 12, 13, 14, we're coming back. RCBC naman. The last one was in PETA, and we had wonderful audiences. We didn't expect the reception we had. Ang daming pumunta, and a lot of young people
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
that was wonderful.
Can we talk
Wonderful.
about not just the role, which we already
Yes.
described earlier, but the play itself?
Wow.
It's heavy, I know.
Yes, it's heavy.
It's a heavy play about AIDS.
Yes, it's heavy. At saka, it's a true story, which adds to the heaviness ba? Kasi it's a true story, and it's iconic already because nga it helped make aware during that time when the AIDS epidemic was practically being dismissed and ignored.
Because no one wants to talk about it.
Yes, in the 80s in the States, no? So, and then Larry Kramer, who was the voice who really shouted so loud that finally they were heard, you know? It's the story of Larry Kramer and his group that first started the fight, you know, against being ignored and being dismissed and marginalized. And it's a fantastic story. It's a fantastic story. So of course, and this is all Bart's idea. No? Nakita niya that HIV was starting to grow here, and so he decided this was the perfect play to mount during this time.
Yeah.
So.
And it's coming back in August. sa
August
RCBC.
12, 13, 14 in RCBC. Yes.
Why a very limited run each time?
This is a good question. Maybe you should ask Bart. No, our first run was 2 weekends, and then one. No, in PETA naman, no. In PETA, I know the story. They had no more dates kasi
Rack of ages na.
Yes. So, you know, how funny nga because they were so wonderful, sina CBs, and they were just so wonderful. They said nga, kung pwede lang, you know, we want another run. Kasi nga, ang ganda ng reception. Pero wala eh. Full na yan until the end of the year. And then with RCBC, I don't know. Maybe ask Bart.
Yeah.
It costs also a lot.
Yes,
eh, diba?
yes, of course.
Costs a lot eh. So, yun.
You are also a drama teacher, no?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so take us through your work process, your personal work process, and is that what you teach your students?
Oh boy, the last time I taught was, how do I teach? You know, there is an aspect of theater, and I don't know if there is this aspect of, there's talent, which is innate, you know? And then, but there is this other side that really cannot be ignored, especially sa teatro, dahil it's a fantastic energy that you put on stage as a live performer, right? So I really cannot stress the importance of developing the voice, diba? Even if we're mic'd here, no, but still developing the voice.
Yung diction.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes,
Pronunciation.
developing all of that.
Understood.
Yes. And bringing out this energy that's necessary for the theater.
Yeah.
It's different mediums. In film, you don't need that great energy. But in the theater, you do.
Yes, yes.
And if you can find that range, no, of energies, who knows what your number 10 is? Baka you're just used to your number 1 to 4.
Yeah. Well, is that energy the equivalent of what they call the it factor? You know? Kasi nga, maraming nagtatanong sa akin, can the it factor be taught?
Oh boy.
Or are you born with it? Are you born with it? This stage presence, this energy, this it factor. Maraming pangalan
Yeah,
yan, di ba?
yeah.
Na tipong pagtungtong mo sa entablado, talagang mapapatingin ka.
Right.
At mapapansin ka talaga kaagad. Is that, can you teach that?
What do I
Kasi
believe?
ang dami-daming mga nagtatanong sa akin, can artistry be taught?
Wow. Okay.
Sa pagsasayaw,
That's a great
Yeah,
question.
dancing
That is a
wise,
great question, Lisa, and I will go back to passion. I think that if you have passion, you can find your artistry.
Yeah, that's true.
Diba? That's how I feel. If you have passion, if you're not satisfied, if you want to know more, if you want to get better, you will find your own voice. You will find your artistry. So in that sense, I will not say that it factor, this is my personal belief, right? It factor, oh boy. And it goes with my belief that we all have something inside us that is just magnificent. I really do, you know. But it takes a lot of work. Work to bring that out, 'di ba? Hindi lang siya bastang, 'di ba? And why not?
Yes,
'Di ba? Artistry, why shouldn't it cost? 'Di ba? Why shouldn't it cost your time, your
commitment, your dedication, your hard work,
yes,
your sweat,
your sleepless nights.
Sleepless nights, that's
Diba?
true.
Diba? Why
Kasi
shouldn't
kung
it?
hindi naman worth it,
Oh,
di ba?
and it makes
Hindi
you
na worth it
human.
yung performance.
It makes you human, makes you more human. So
Okay.
that would be my answer.
Yes. And with that, maraming salamat,
Oh, boy,
Roselyn.
Lisa, thank you for making me feel so comfortable.
Spending your Sunday afternoon with us, talking about the it factor and then of course, congratulations again for the Gawad
Thank you
Buhay.
so much.
And
Thank you.
more power.
Thank you.
We wish you all the success in all your succeeding
Oh,
endeavors.
thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much.
Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan ninyo kami ulit dito sa Art2art kung saan ang usapang sining at kultura ay para sa lahat. Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, Lisa Macuja, nagpupugay sa artistang Pilipino.